Well, straight to the foreign scene now. President Goodluck Jonathan is among 50 heads of state and government expected to participate in a summit on peace and security in Africa, holding tomorrow at the Elysee Palace in France. The president left Nigeria on Tuesday night for Germany en route to Paris for the summit, which will be hosted by President Francois Hollande, the United Nations Secretary General, Mr. Ban Ki-moon, heads of European institutions and leaders of Africa's sub-regional and continental organizations will also participate in the summit. We'll now link up via Skype with our State House correspondent Chukwuma Onuekwusi, who is currently in France, for an update on tomorrow's summit. Oh, hello, Chukwuma.
December is a historic event reflecting the political relationship between France and African countries. President Francois Hollande will be hosting over 50 heads of government drawn from Africa. Well, we have been at the Elysee for accreditation, and we saw a massive range of activities in preparation for the two-day event. Security has been beefed up, especially at the hotels where the visiting presidents will be staying, including Nigeria's president, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, who will be coming into Paris tomorrow at about 9 o'clock in the morning. Now, let me tell you, on the theme of the conference, it is said that Mali, France, and other African countries, including their big brother, Nigeria, early this year in Addis Ababa, took a decision to work together to liberate northern Mali from the stronghold of terrorists. Now, the entire continent welcomed French participation in the operation, highlighting that operation highlighted the global nature of terrorism and the role France played alongside our African countries cannot be easily forgotten. Now, African countries are said to have expressed a willingness to ensure their safety at all times, and beyond that, they have stressed the importance of development issues to prevent conflicts in the future and ensure that peace reigns in the continent. That is why the Elysee Summit is coming for these 2 days. So France decided to dedicate a summit to ensure that peace, security, and development thrive in Africa. Also expected at tomorrow's summit, some international organizations, the United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon will be here, the European Union, the African Union, the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, and the African Development Bank, and other regional groups. Now, the three themes chosen, the first one will be discussed tomorrow, that's peace and security in Africa. Now, economic partnership and development, as well as climate change. These are key issues for Africa, for France, for Europe, and for the entire international community. The two, partnership and development, as well as climate change, will be discussed on Saturday. But we shall get to know the format. We shall get to know the format of the summit when it kicks off tomorrow at about 1 o'clock.
That's broadly speaking, but from the feelers you're getting, considering Africa's involvement, especially at that level, would you expect part of the discussion, a significant part of it, to focus on terrorism, particularly in the West African region? And I'm talking about the one that involves Nigeria as well.
That is the major reason why the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is interested in the summit. If you remember, he had tried to cancel this visit, but he had to put it back on this trip because of the importance it's going to play to check terrorism in his own country, Nigeria. I'm sure that there will be a whole lot of debate. We are told that it's going to be take the format of the G20 closed door. There will be a whole lot of debate. So countries will be tabling issues that are bothering them. I'm sure Nigeria's president will table the Boko Haram issue, and that will be the main focus, because if you don't get rid of terrorism, there's no way development will thrive. Charles.
All right, thank you very much, Chukwuma. Well, that was our